Good day, folks, and welcome back. Welcome to part 2 of our 2-part series, our latest project here at the Ole Church. Betty and I really enjoy having you coming along with us on our restoration journey. So as always, folks, thank you so very, very much. Without further ado, let's get started on part 2 of our 2-part video series. Renovating a wall, crafting a new door box, and installing interior log siding here at the Ole Church. And by way of introduction to part 2, I want to mention again how important it is to support and buy local and support local businesses. Framing for this door box, the 2x5, and the pieces of 2x4 that I'm putting in here to add some support and some backing for the door trim, and the pieces of the interior log siding that's going to be going on here very shortly, is locally milled here in actually Davidsville. And it's very important to do that. I like to support local businesses, and it's important to get your material whenever you can from a local mill. And that's what I did with this material. I got it right here in Davidsville. Where the old door box was removed and the new door box was moved closer to the corner, there was a gap in the floor, folks. So I had to get some 1/4 inch plywood to fill in the gap left in the floor. My next job was to roll out and install some hardwood flooring paper. I used tuck tape to attach the hardwood flooring paper to the floor. I attached just enough of this flooring paper to fill in the threshold in the new door box, with a little extra. I then used my brad nailer with 2-inch brad nails to attach the first length of gently used reclaimed hardwood flooring to the floor, and then I used my compressor and my flooring nailer to attach several more pieces of the gently used hardwood flooring to the threshold. The new door box casing will rest on this hardwood flooring. We are now ready to install some pink insulation around the new door box. And some of the pink insulation had to be cut using a utility knife to fill in some of the smaller gaps around the new door box. It was quite easy to attach some of the larger pieces of insulation above the door box. And then 6mm plastic vapor barrier was cut and attached to the wall on top of the pink insulation. With the vapor barrier and the insulation complete, it was time to get at the new pine casing for the new door box. And here, folks, you can see that I have an 8-foot length of 7.5 inches wide pine board to cut for casing around the new door box. The top board I will need to cut to 32 inches. The 2 vertical boards, I will need to cut those to 79 1/4 inches long. I'm getting ready to put together the pine door box now for the door frame. That's going to be for the woods room. Here we go. I'm using my brad nailer and some 2-inch brad nails. The other side now, brad nail this side on. Okay, all done. Ready to put it in the door box now. Hopefully it'll be a good fit. I have the pine frame now in the door box, getting ready to attach it with some brad nails. Couple of feet. Just putting a couple of brad nails. Good. Make sure it's a nice flush finish. I'm going to put on the trim in a second. Okay. Looking good here, folks. Same thing with the other side, make sure it's flush. A few brad nails. Don't need a lot, folks. Again, make sure it's a nice flush finish. Pretty good. And I'll put a couple on the top as well. Alright, go in the middle. And over on the other. Okay, we're all ready for trim now. Okay, we have the trim put around the door box there now, folks. Getting ready to put on the header. Make sure it's nice and flush on both sides, so it's even. Put in a couple of brad nails. All right, I'm attaching the inside corner here now, folks. It's a pine trim. Nearly finished. Really nice finish here, corner. It's always good. All right, all done. Finishing up the inside corner here now, folks, with some pine trim. Got it pretty much finished here. All ready now for the interior log siding. Okay, so I've been working my way now up both sides of this door frame with some of the interior log siding. I'm up about halfway, folks. So I'm going to put this one on here now and then take a little bit of a break. This one is ready to nail out with my braided nailer. A couple in the middle here, and there you have it. About halfway up now on both sides with the interior log side. And as always, good folks, to take a little break and enjoy a nice cup of tea with some carnation milk. Okay folks, I just finished crafting the pine frame for a switch. This switch is actually going to operate a light out here in the woods room. These frames are the same kind of frames that I use for the reciprocals here in the sitting area by the wood stove. Okay, and we're going to be crafting these and installing these throughout the building. If you are interested in learning how I crafted these pine frames, check out an earlier video right here on our YouTube channel. And for easier access to our videos, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. And if you are interested in learning just how to install reciprocals, check out another one of our videos on how to install reciprocal outlets here at the Ole Church. Just scroll through the thumbnails for all of our videos until you see the thumbnail in the next frame. This one right here. And now folks, let's get back to our video. Working my way up this wall here now. Hopefully I'll get to the top of the door today. All right, folks, so I got to the top of the door box here. Actually, I went beyond. I went right to the top here. So I got this wall pretty much finished now, except for a bit of trim at the very top there. I got to do some figuring out how I'm going to close this wall off up there on the top. And perhaps, folks, you can help us out. You can check out this clip and perhaps give us some suggestions, some ideas on how we should finish off this wall with some trim. Just leave us a comment or two. So this wall is pretty much finished. In the beginning, I had said this was a big job, and it certainly was. It took quite a while to figure things out and get it all done. Okay, so I got some electrical that I haven't got finished yet. I'll be working on that, of course. And it is a switch that I'm going to be completing there, which will be for a light out here in the woods room. All right, here's the corner. Looks pretty neat, nice and smart. Okay, all good cuts, which is, like I said before in an earlier video, very, very important that you have good cuts. Okay, that your cuts are nice and neat and that your joins are nice and tight. All good. What is our next project here at the Ole Church? Well, the next project is to actually craft the door for this opening. I'm not going out and buying one. I'm going to make my own. I had a really good teacher growing up, ladies and gentlemen, folks. My dad was a carpenter, and a really good one. I might sound a little bit biased, but he was. He was a really good carpenter, and I followed him around like a duck would follow a farmer, and learned quite a lot from my dad. And I've watched him make doors, and I'm going to try my own, and hopefully it'll work out. And I'll show you that process in another video. So that's our video, folks, from a wall that needed a lot of prepping, insulation and vapor barrier, a new door box and trim, and eventually some interior log siding. Betty and I are very pleased with our new wall, and now we await our new door. And that's our latest video, folks. Thank you so very, very much for watching our two-part series on how to renovate a wall, craft a new door box, and install interior log siding. Again, thank you so very, very much for watching our video. And folks, if you think our videos are worth watching and you enjoy them, please hit the like button and leave us a comment or two. And of course, we would appreciate it so very, very much if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click on the subscribe button, which is located in the bottom right-hand corner of this and all our videos.